Just kind of odd looking. I ain't gonna cover a whole lot of ground, but on top of a big ridge. This is the first ridge from the river. I'm on top of it, and you see all these boulders? I mean, it could be erosion, but they are everywhere. And then here's the ravine. Pull back here. It's almost like two ridges coming together and to make a finger right here, a finger ravine. And then I'll get this runoff here that runs down through here. There's an old road that goes north-south right over there. I'll show you that here in a minute. But I'm gonna walk back over here. And these rocks seem to be at a particular point. I don't know, 3/4 of the way up maybe, and they seem to be in a line to me. And they're like 3/4 of the way up around the ridge. Like they're not really in a line, but they're kind of in the same particular areas, you know, formed up in here. But there's a big rock over here. I'm not gonna look real hard for it, but there's like it looks like a well, I'll just show you. I'm gonna find it and I will show you. It should be right up in there, right up in that area. Give me a minute. I'll walk over there and then I'll come back and look at this road over here. Now, this isn't the spot I was talking about, but it's kind of a sort of give you an idea what the area's like. I mean, there's a big boulder with moss covered, and then you got sort of like a pile. I mean, I guess that tree, when it fell over, it uprooted those rocks. It broke them apart when it grew. I'm gonna keep walking here. It shouldn't be too far. If I remember right, it's about 3/4 of the way up the hill, so I'm about in line here. And I'm getting there. It's up here a little ways. A lot of briars in here, a lot of green briars. And making my way through here. And then, you know, there's more, you know, big boulders. I mean, they're not, I guess a giant could throw them around, but, you know, they're everywhere. I tell you, and I don't know, it's almost like a ceremonial spot, I'd say. I don't really know, but I'm almost like right almost at the top of the hill. And these boulders, they get looking real funky up here. You can see the shapes of that, how smooth that is. They're just smooth up here instead of, they're really squared off, but they're smooth. And there's like different looks to them. I think there's some kind of there was something here like a, I don't know, some kind of, see those there are kind of in a line, you know. And then I mean, I'm not even showing you the big ones yet. There's some are like a pile of them right there, you know. And then right here, I haven't really showed you the big ones yet. I mean, they're all sandstone. And there's a deer stand over there. Hopefully I'm not on camera. I mean, I got permission to be here, but I'm supposed to be using a chainsaw cutting up firewood. But yeah, they're kind of, here's a little, you know, there's some right there. Here's like a little ring right here with a big one, with one in the middle, and then from where I'm standing in here, so I'm standing on some, they kind of, and this is a north-south kind of line. I don't know if you can see it down through there. I'll zoom up a little bit, that way I don't have to walk. And See one right there, and there's one right there. There's several of them out through there. Alright, I'm gonna bring this back in here so I'm not zoomed up so far, but I'll show you this one. That dark spot, that's one right there. Next to, there's a branch, and then just to the right of that branch, that dark color branch, is a dark stone. And then here's one right here. Massive white oak trees growing in it. And you can see the line it almost wise off right here. Like some of them go that way, and some of them go that way around the ridge. I mean, it could be all conjecture, speculation, seeing something that's not there. But I seen this spot last year and I wanted to get up here, but these briars were so bad and I couldn't get back up here. And this one here was Funkatabalus too. I'm gonna get some leaves off this thing. Check this bad boy out. I'm gonna get some leaves out of the way. Look at that, it's got some kind of earlobe or something. I don't know what to call it there, fellas. I'll zoom in on it, and it's pretty good size. The moss is overgrown. And then, but they're in a big pile right here. And there's one here, they're leaf color, or covered up with the leaves. And one there. Trees fell on them. One there. I see some over in there. And you got this one right here. Let me get past this briar. Remember, if you ever get tangled up in the briars, just tuck and roll, tuck and roll. Well, not really roll, but twist and shout, I guess. And, yeah, there's rock up in there. There's just a pretty good pile of them right here, and then there's this behemoth right here. And this stone is actually the one I was actually wanting to show you guys. This great big one. Right there, we got some kind of fecal matter. Kind of got to get back from this stone a little bit. I don't know if I can get back far enough. But yeah, I mean, you can see their stones are in a line here too. If you get back, look at the stone here. Not really at the right angle. He's looking due southeast. Man, I about tripped over that vine. And vine briar, whatever you want to call it. And, yeah, he's kind of, it reminds me of a turtle's head. I know it sounds ridiculous, you guys all laughing at me. But there's more boulders here. There's an extremity. There's another big one there. There's another one big over there. There's 3 or 4 in there. There's another big one here. I'm not sure what the hell's going on here. And, I just thought this thing kind of looked like a turtle's head. Especially after I seen the rock on the other side of the ridge. Because it looks like a damn turtle shell. Everything's got a hump in it. And, I mean, it's got more than one. There's another one right here. You see it's got another one right here. There's another one sticking out right up there about the nose area. You know, I mean, let me climb up on it. I can get too old for this crap. Yeah, what's that? Oh, that's one of those iron ores. I don't know if you can see it or not. Big growth. Oh. There are geese. Alright, well, this is looking southeast. We're going to swing to the northeast. And I can come up on them, just some boulders. Get back from that tree. They're just in a swooping line that kind of follows this ridge right here. This ridge kind of comes in like a finger ravine, comes in, and then I'm standing on this big, what I'm going to call the turtle's head, and then there's a big conglomerate of stones right here. I mean, they are spaced out, don't get me wrong, they're spaced out. I mean, they'd be comfortable to sit on and stuff. Man, my hands are getting cold. And check out that, I believe it's a sugar maple there with all them like burls on it where they tapped it all them times. I believe that's what that is. It might be what they call the bird's eye maple. But I'm gonna get back over there. I'm gonna put my gloves back on, and then I'm gonna head back over there to my car. I don't know if you can see it. It's that shiny spot over there, the PT pooper. I'm gonna go back over there and get to sawing up that big oak tree. It's on the side of the road over there, a big red oak. It's a boundary tree. It's a big one. So I'm cutting on it. It fell over, uprooted. So, but yeah, there's stones all over this hill, and then there's stones all over. See, that's the other side of the ravine over there. See, the ravine goes here, and that's the other side of the ridge over there. And there's stones all the way around it too, just like this. This is the only place. It's the only hill I know that's got big sandstone boulders like this. And these are the biggest. Unless you go down to like Hemlock Cliffs, where it's a sandstone cliff. I mean, basically we got limestone around here. But we are sort of close to where the limestone meets the sandstone. It's a big edge beech tree. And yeah, I like looking at my trees. Sometimes you can see they blaze them and stuff. It'd be fairly far up, but high up. But sometimes they put a big blaze on them if it's a boundary marker. But I'm not real for sure. This is seems like there's 6 acres in this little lot, but Delmas owns like 600 here, 600 acres altogether. But this is an individual lot here with all these stones. And I'm gonna look at this maple real quick. I was looking at this maple here. It's got all these like burls or disease or something all the way up this tree. And I was gonna kind of see if it's a bird's eye maple, but I'm thinking that the guy that I watched on them bird's eye maples, he was talking about they got little bore hose in them looking stuff. It doesn't go to the cambium, but it's in the bark. And usually the branches come out horizontal. These kind of don't come out horizontal, they're coming out at an angle. Oh man, my nose is stuck to that. Alright, and yeah, and big field over here. On top of the ridge, big field over there. My videos are always long. There's a big stone right there. Guess I'll leave you with that right there, fellas. I ain't gonna walk over there. We'll talk to you guys later. And stay warm. Have a good one. And I was gonna show that rock, but there's one of my other favorites there. Yeah, see him there? That shag bark hickory. Usually those hang close to caves. They make torches out of those. Not necessarily, but next to caves. But usually where there's a cave, there's a shagbark hickory, because they like to make torches out of them. We will catch you guys later. Stay warm.